Hello, today's topic is care of special populations. The population I pick is refugees or undocumented immigrants. The reason I pick this population because personally I have run into um, immigrants that having trouble navigating the healthcare system while seeking the care. Um, and some of the common health issue in the population and their causes. Uh, I would say for refugees and undocumented immigrants, a lot of them they don't even have a very good healthcare record. They don't necessarily have immunization up to date, so that's a challenging. And also many of them have a language barrier, so we always have to figure out a way to communicate with them, and also their culture may be different from ours, so we have to be open-minded. um, some of the inequality and disparities that are faced by this population. I ran into this article that was written by uh, Karen Hacker in 2015, published in 2015. This is a literature review. They just went back and searched globally, um, and trying to identify different barrier that refugees or undocumented immigrant uh, are frequently the barrier that they frequently has while seeking healthcare. First is policy barrier, um, because in some country, undocumented personnel are often denied by insurance company. They don't even have options presented to them. Second major barrier is healthcare system barriers because of the difficulty navigating in the healthcare system, filling out paperwork, and a lot of them doesn't have transportation to even get to the clinic they need to be. So that's a major barrier for them. Third barrier is individual barrier. This I feel the most in the current policy politic environment, because of President Trump's new deportation policy. Uh, I feel like a lot of refugees gonna be feared of being deported and delay seeking medical care. Also, they have, like I mentioned, language and culture communication issues. Um, Also, they could feel shame or having stigma of from certain culture. They feel like, oh, I need to work and taking care of the family, and being sick, it's like a sign of being weak, um, and they don't want to be a burden for the family or to the system. So in this article, they have given some recommendations. First is to be uh, advocacy for policy changes, be involved in organization like AMA or AOA to push for laws that allow immigrants to have better access to healthcare, um, and delay deportation, or like don't deport them if they're there to seek healthcare treatment. Also, they recommend to create affordable insurance options, but to me, this sounds like, a very ideal idea, but someone has to pay for it. It comes down who's gonna pay for the healthcare plans for them. I do agree with one of their recommendation is to reinforce free and public clinic. I feel like this is something that's gonna be very useful for these particular populations, and especially for vaccines and primary screening and just basic, healthcare, at least to, provide them and also education and outreaches to educate healthcare providers, healthcare personnel like nurses or medical students about different cultures, because I do feel like right now in our system we are like medical students, if they want to stand out, you have to have a good grade, you have to have stellar research experience. These are all good, but it won't necessarily help them to become excuse me, a better doctor. To me, are more practical skills that we could use, maybe to learn some Spanish skills, Spanish language, but learning these kind of things are not being rewarded in our medical education system nowadays. So I feel like maybe in the future, if we can somehow shift how we evaluating medical students to be a more well-rounded doctor with like interpersonal skills, how to talk and have empathy, just a different grading system and less focus on the research, the fluffy. I mean, research is important, but I just feel like it's not something that we use every day for treating patients. And another article I find, it's written by Glyco. It's to provide mental health service, mental health care to immigrants. Similarly, the challenges are very similar with the article mentioned. It's the policy, is insurance, is lack of funding, but strategies is there's also one good thing this article pointing out is there are a lot of free resources, free like volunteering organization somehow, but they are very loose. They are not talking to each other. So maybe establish a better care between the volunteering organizations, so we can all collaborate together. That's just my 3 cents for this care of for special population assignment. Thank you.